It's amazing that we're on episode 4 of The Ones Who Live already. What we? Looks like the episode mission is stick together. I think I can guess which scene this is going to replicate. As the building starts to fall down. I'll be talking about the episode. By the way, spoilers, I guess, mild spoilers. And we'll also go through the mission. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, first of all, nice. Yeah. This looks great. Very convincing sort of office apartment block kind of aesthetic to this whole thing. That's appreciated. Let's get some charge points up for Michonne. Okay, looks like we're busting through. Glad that Michonne, her leadership trait, of course, means that you can get an extra action after a kill. 4 turns, okay, that's quite a while. I think that Michonne's the best one to be fighting this rearguard action. Looks like we haven't even got the attention. Did say there were going to be some speedies. I'm guessing that those walkers have only got one way to go, so they're going to be coming for us anyway. Gonna have Rick opening the door. I think, yeah, Michonne's definitely the better combatant. Oh, okay, I didn't do that. She just ran in there. Can I start opening this door? Doesn't look like it. Okay, that's maybe Rick needs to get charged up a little bit. I should be able to take a couple of hits. These are very weak, low-level walkers. So Michonne. Okay, yeah, so she gets kind of incapacitated by that chandelier. But also opens the door at the same time, so that's kind of handy. It's just, yeah, it's worth bearing in mind that she's just going to run off and do that by herself. No control over it. Doesn't look like this is going to be too challenging as the difficulty goes up, but let's just see what happens. And let's talk about the episode. So I was wondering if that very first shot, where there's a slow zoom in, on quite a distinctive radio, with 4 glowing bulbs above it, is that a Fallout reference? Post-apocalyptic game series Fallout, which is, I mean, I'm a huge fan of that. It looked like a sort of a homage to it, maybe. Got a nice match cut of the image of Rick and Michonne talking to each other in front of the window, and then it cuts to the credits. That was just a nice little touch. I like that. What else? Yeah, not an awful lot of time spent explaining how they survived jumping out of a helicopter at great speed from great height during a storm into the water, or how they got into what seems like a locked down building without any problems whatsoever. That's really yada yada over. I know that the episode isn't strictly about that. I know that they wanted to get to Rick and Michonne finally having a real proper heart-to-heart without the CRM looking over their shoulders. I get that. Dramatically, creatively, I completely understand what they were doing there. But, my God, you would have thought it'd be a little bit dangerous to sort of make an escape like that, and it really didn't seem to be any problem whatsoever. In no time at all, they're in a room with a Roomba, having a little chit-chat. It's not the kind of thing that they've done in this show so far. They haven't sort of yada-yada'd over things, hand-waved things away, taken necessarily the strictly easiest route to do things, so it's a little bit of a surprise. But anyway, we finally get the discussions that maybe we could have had last episode. It's just Rick, it's just Michonne, that's great. This is the most talky episode that we've had. There's not an awful lot of action or anything like that, but it is absolutely fantastic to have these incredible actors working together, these incredible characters, and they're not on the same page. They've got a lot of stuff has happened between them. They're not approaching this the same way. And that actually seems quite rational and reasonable. It's not like they just get together, have a little bit of a moment and a perfunctory argument, and then it's just brushed over it's just brushed under the carpet. They've really got some fundamental problems, even if they want to be together, and it's quite reasonable. I think that Michonne perhaps makes the stronger argument. I'd probably be on her side, but Rick's got some points there. You can see what he's trying to do. And I like that. I thought that was good writing. Let's just kill these guys. Cuddle up and get the benefit of Connie's leadership trait. Fantastic. Okay. There's a wonderful line of dialogue. It's kind of amusing, but it does also underline their problems. They're at the top of a stairwell, escaping from some walkers. Rick kind of goes into full-on CRM mode. He's like, this isn't a defensible position. And Michonne kind of snaps back at him, like, mockingly calling him the commando. I kind of like that. Yeah. I just thought that was pretty funny. She's just like, Jesus, Rick, come on. This military terminology, what are you doing? I thought that was nice. Just a very brief little moment of humor. I kind of liked it. Seeing them at odds like this is pretty heartbreaking. It'd been meaning for them to get together. In some respects, we were probably all just hoping that it would be the whirlwind romance, just picking up from where it was. It's pretty harsh to see them sort of screaming and accusing each other of things, even if it's fair. Yeah, and I liked the denouement. I liked Rick's explanation. Michonne wasn't really buying it. She's just like, look, you're not being 100% honest here. Rick obviously had some stuff that he didn't want to talk about. It's fantastic that Carl still weighs on his mind. That should happen. There's not been much mention of him since he was taken out of the show. Rick would still be thinking of his son. And maybe Michonne sort of saying like, hey, look, we've got this new family now. You can see why that would hit him like a sledgehammer. It's, all of these discussions, this back and forth, it's not like manufactured tension. You can really see why there would be this problem. Having said that, I did like it at the end. It's setting up those last two episodes as we go into the tail end of the season. They are together, but it was earned. They had to work for it, not through, jumping out of helicopters was easy. Talking through their problems, that was hard. And still keen to see where this show's gonna go. Yeah, it was a good episode. I think they could have maybe combined episodes 3 and 4 together. This one and the last one, but this one had a lot more going on. And we got a lot of scenes that we wanted to see. What did you think of it? Did you have some highlights? Some stuff that you weren't maybe too keen on? Did you hate the Roomba? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video.